Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
This is the GBN Television News for Wednesday, April the 6th, 2022. I'm Stasia Blake. In the headlines, Grenada Union of Teachers re-emphasizes the need for teachers' regularization. Outspoken lawyer Anselm Clouden echoes call for adequate facilities to house the high courts. Spice Mass Corporation reverts to Plan B for the return of the country's premier cultural festival. For what's to come in regional and international news, let's go to Beverly, Telesford.
Thank you, Stasia. Coming up in the region, 174 rape cases are listed to be heard at Demerara Assizes. Internationally, Ukraine President Zelensky urges the UN to act immediately to stop Russian attacks. And in sports, Grenada to face US and El Salvador in CONCACAF Nations League in June. Join me later in the newscast for the details. Back to you, Stasia, for the local news.
Thanks, Beverly. This is GBN Primetime Edition of the news. Stay with us.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. Spice Mass Corporation has officially moved to Plan B for Spice Mass 2022, putting all activities back to pre-COVID-19 norms on an estimated budget of $2.7 million. Chrislena John has tonight's top story, which is good news for carnival revelers.
This afternoon we want to officially say that we have moved to Plan B for Spice Mass 2022.
Chairman of the Spice Mass Corporation, Ali Gale, has confirmed that the lifting of the COVID-19 restrictions will bring greater enjoyment for patrons at the country's premier cultural festival.
It means that there will be all of our Spice Mass events. There will be no distinction or discrimination between vaccinated and unvaccinated persons. In other words, the events will not be held in a bubble. There will be no need to require or to show a vaccination card or a rapid test result or any of these COVID requirements.
He further explained how some of these events will roll out.
What that means is that Monday night mass and Tuesday parade of the bands would begin at a new starting point. There will be no need for the bubble as we had explained around the Tantin area. Both Monday night mass and Tuesday parade of the bands will start from the Grandins. Main Road, the Wall Street area to be exact, and make its way up to the carnage.
Monday Juve returns as normal in all parishes, unlike Plan A, where patrons would have had to be restricted in their own parish. Tuesday, Juve returns to St. David and Sauters. However, for Sauters, there will be some adjustments.
Basically, though, the only small amendment with regards to the Tuesday Juve in Sauters is that Main Street Sauters can be used, but we would announce shortly the size of the trucks that will be allowed to go down Main Street. Yes? In other words, we believe that the major monster trucks and the trailer trucks would not be allowed to go down Main Street Sauters, but of course the smaller trucks like the Delta trucks and so on, we believe is much more safer, and we have come to that decision with further consultations with the mass players in Sauters and St. Patrick's area.
The virtual aspects will be maintained for the major competitions, such as the March Gras. Chrislina John, GBN News.
While public officers, including teachers, are still in a celebratory mood following the pension restoration victory, other issues which have seemingly been left unaddressed are being brought back to the surface. Let's go to Gerard Joseph for those details.
The financial pressures are being put on government as the employer, as the Grenada Union of Teachers is once again calling for the promised regularization of temporary teachers. In November last year, Prime Minister Dr. Kate Mitchell first intimated that the regularization of teachers will be addressed in the 2022 budget before making the confirmation himself during the budget debate.
Teachers are due for another round of regularization. Some have been done already. And we expect this to be completed during the first quarter of 2022. The Ministry of Education has already compiled the necessary data and is working with the Department of Public Administration, we're waiting the numbers, to ensure objectivity and transparency in the process.
GUT President Jude Bartholomew, during a press conference on Wednesday, said despite such promises, temporary teachers have been made to toil while performing their duties as if permanent employees.
Can you imagine throughout Grenada, the state of Grenada, that you have teachers and even other public officers who are temporary for 16 years, some 12 years, some 10 years, some 5 years.
According to Bartholomew, these temporary teachers are left feeling frustrated and humiliated. Some, he says, are in tears. The GUT leader notes, in spite of negotiations with the Ministry of Education and government, these peaceful dialogues are not bearing any fruit.
We reached a stage basically since 2021, even 2020, when the Ministry of Education came out with a list of teachers to be regularized, as much as 250 teachers. There are still about 400 and something teachers still to be regularized. They are temporary. In other words, these teachers are permanently temporary.
He says the union and teachers expected the regularization process to begin in January, or at least before March 31st, 2022. The union is now demanding the government regularizes the temporary teachers, their years of service protected, and full increments be paid. In response to the GUT, officials from the Ministry of Education have reported that all data for the eligible teachers have been processed and forwarded to the Department of Public Administration, where a final review and audit must take place before a final recommendation for regularization is made. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Meanwhile, another financial burden on government's coffers is the expected salary increments for teachers who have furthered their education and upgraded themselves to be better qualified in educating the nation's children. According to GUT President Jude Bartholomew, since 2020, teachers who have upgraded themselves at TAMCC, at Teachers College, or gained higher qualifications have not received the salary increases to reflect their academic achievements.
Let's go to TAMCC, the batch of teachers since 2020 and 2021. The batch of 2020 teachers would have successfully completed the studies at TAMCC. They received their certificates, And since January of 2021, these teachers should have been upgraded. Yes, the certificates are here and everything in the Ministry of Education.
Bartholomew says this is so despite appeals from the Ministry of Education and by extension the government of Grenada to elevate themselves academically.
They are facing a punishment for obeying the call of the Ministry of Education and the government of Grenada. This is what is painful here and hurtful. The teachers obey the call of the government of Grenada and the Ministry of Education to upgrade yourself so that you can have better delivery, so that you can have in terms of production, so that we can build our nation together. And those teachers, whether TAMCC, lecturers, whether in the primary school, secondary school, whether principals, teachers at whatever level, they go on to upgrade themselves, spend their monies that they do not have, take a loan.
Outspoken lawyer Anselm Clouden is once again calling on government to address the pertinent issue that has been affecting the judicial system in Grenada, as it is needed to ensure transparency and accountability in the way justice is delivered. More in this report from Rena Pierre-Thomas.
Attorney-at-law Anselm Clouden is calling on government to address issues affecting the justice system, pinpointing the need for a better infrastructure for court hearing and a faster transcript system that deals with appeal cases. He said his concerns were recently echoed by High Court Chief Justice Janice M. Pereira, who on Wednesday had to remit a client's remaining 9-month sentence simply because it took the judicial system 6 years to transcribe his appeal.
She said that she had made many appeals to the government to correct this situation where persons who have appealed from the High Court would serve their time before the transcripts are prepared because they only have one stenographer. And that is bringing about a grave injustice to persons who have appealed and can't get their transcript. The Chief Justice said that that practice must stop, and it must stop now.
Clouden reiterates that something needs to be done about the justice system, as the Chief Justice indicates that it is in an unacceptable state.
She pronounced that the administration of justice in Grenada is deplorable. And she says that the public requires, and I'm quoting, and must be seen to have confidence and trust in the justice system of Grenada. The government, the due administration of justice must be seen to be functioning in such a manner so as to meet the legitimate expectation of the public at large with respect to confidence in the rule of law and confidence in the due administration of justice.
The lawyer said over the years he has been appealing to those in authority to address flaws in the system, which seems to have fallen on deaf ears.
Judges must have proper courtrooms in which they can preside. And jurors must find themselves, because they are the tribunal of fact, they must find themselves in comfort to determine the innocence of guilt or guilt of those appearing before them. If you don't have proper facility, then, of course, you cannot have justice on the law. So I agree with the Chief Justice wholeheartedly. I endorse everything she has said.
GBN sought government's comments on the matter, but was unable to receive any by news time. For GBN News, I am Rena Pierre-Thomas reporting.
This is News at 7. Coming up, census team deployed to Carriacou and Petit Martinique recalled. Stay with us.
Grenada's #1 track and field event is back. The Republic Bank Inter-Secondary Schools Athletic Championship is on Thursday, April 7th, one day only at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Come and experience keen track and field rivalry among our secondary school athletes from 9 a.m. Admission, main pavilion, $15. Secondary stand, $10. Students and children under 12, $5. It's the grand return to secondary school track and field championship and the inaugural Republic Bank Intercall, Thursday, April 7th at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. You must be there.
Good day, Mr. James. I'm just here looking at Grenlec's new mobile app.
Sounds great. Can I use it to check my bill balance?
Absolutely. Let me show you. Enter your account number and Grenlec access number, and that's it. You can now check your balance, track your usage, receive outage alerts, and get updates from Grenlec in real time. You can even use the app to report a power outage or a fault with a pole or street light. Add as many accounts as you want. Track your business account, apartment rentals, and Granny's account, all in one convenient place.
Thanks, Susan. I'll be telling everyone I know about Grenlec's new app.
The Grenlec mobile app. Download for 24/7 access.
The most anticipated kids event is happening on Saturday, 16th April, Easter Saturday.
Easter Extravaganza.
The Easter Kids Extravaganza. Monroe's playing field, 1 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Easter Saturday. Rides and slides.
Obstacle courses, rock climb, bouncy castles, and much, much more. Then from 6 p.m., we move stateside for special performances from IMG Fuego, the Magico Circus from Cuba, alongside Fawn, Looney's Park, and Electrify. Admission kids, $5. Adults, $10. Parents, guardians, get the kids ready. Easter Saturday, Monroe's playing field. Something not to be missed.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
My name is Dominic Lawrence. I'm a police officer by profession, and I've been a member of Ariza now for about 20 years or less. I chose to join Ariza because I've been hearing some good stuff about them. And my sister was a member before me. She told me about her good experience that she had with Ariza. What I like most about Ariza is the way they treat you as a member. They take good care of you. They help you in very, very good ways. They have some good products in place to help you. I've been able to budget a lot better because of the products and things that they have in place to help us as members. I love it when you call Ariza and the way they would answer the phone. Ariza, how can we make you smile? I would like to take this time now to congratulate Ariza on the 75 years of service to the people of Grenada.
Here is a little known fact. There is only one place in Grenada that you can get an MRI scan done. That place is Stasia Imaging Center. Yes, Grenada, that's the truth. Other centers could offer you other scans, but Stasia Imaging provides an authentic MRI scan. Here's another little known fact. Stasia Imaging has 3 centers. We operate at Grenville, the Carnage, and at the Ocean House. We provide the widest range of laboratory tests and services. CT scans, x-rays, mammograms, ultrasounds, and a host of other services. We are fully staffed by a team of family doctors and specialists. Call us today at 444-7679 or 406-1500 or visit any of our 3 locations. Stasia Imaging, from seeing the doctor to getting lab tests, scans, and pharmacy services. We are here to take care of you.
Physical violence, threats, controlling behavior, and being disrespectful are no-nos in any relationship. Parenting together after a breakup can be difficult, but always speak and behave in ways you would want your children to speak and act. You cannot control what your ex-partner does, but you can control how you choose to respond to your ex and what behaviors you display to your children. Parents, display behaviors you will want your children to learn. A respectful child begins with you. Step up your parenting game. My family matters.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Drop by any one of our 8 locations today. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. All is in place for the return of Spice Mass 2022, and the corporation in charge of putting the event together says it's planning a stellar festival. More in this Chrislina John report.
Meanwhile, the official launch of Spice Mass 2022 will take place on April 29th. CEO of the Spice Mass Corporation, Kelvin Jacobs, says starting in July, 5 Calypso tents will be judged for this year's competition, which includes participants from Carriacou.
One coming out of Carriacou. So the dates for these Calypso tents judging would be the 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th of July. Calypso semifinals will be at Progress Park, and that's on July 24th. Children's Carnival Frolic, July 30th at the National Stadium. Soca quarterfinals proposed to be July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And it's proposed around these dates because it depends on the number of registered artists for these competitions.
The CEO continues with the list of events and venues planned for Spice Mass 2022.
Soca semifinals will be at Progress Park on the 22nd of July. Groovy quarterfinals, again, the venue is to be determined, but the dates proposed July 8th, 9th, and 10th. Groovy semifinals, again, at Progress Park, July 21st. Traditional Mass Festival, back at St. Mark, July 23rd. Majestic Wednesday, Queen Show, July 27th, Spice Basket. Fantastic Saturday, Ultra, August 6th, National Stadium. Bacchanal Friday, that's Soca Groovy Monarch, August 5th, National Stadium. Fantastic Thursday, Calypso Finals, August 4th, Progress Park. Canboulay, August 7th, and that's in all parishes, all villages.
Jacob announced that so far 17 bands have already registered and the distribution of subventions has started.
So far, 11 bands have received subvention, 3 fancy mass bands and 8 traditional mass bands. So the process has started. Events, application and license. Now after the launch of Carnival, promoters seeking to have events, you must first apply and pay your application fee and your license to get a spot or calendar date for your event. Now we are working in conjunction with the Royal Grenada Police Force, but before you can go to the Royal Grenada Police Force, you must come to SMC and apply before you can get the license.
Registration has started for Calypso tents, and application forms can be obtained at the Spice Mass office. Submission for application is up to the end of this month. Christina John, GBN News.
Government has confirmed that the enumeration process in the sister isle of Carriacou has been delayed, as the census team was expected to start the process this week. GBN understands that the 15-member support team coming from Grenada was already halfway to Carriacou on Friday morning when they were told abruptly that they had to return to the mainland immediately without any explanation as to why the plans were changed. The delegation was comprised of IT personnel, coordinators, and enumerators to complement the team of census workers on the sister island. The mission in the sister isle was expected to run from April 1st to 26th as part of Grenada's ongoing population and housing census, which has been running since last November. According to government officials, a new date will be announced soon as they focus on ensuring that more residents in Carriacou and Petit Martinique are trained and equipped to conduct the enumeration process. World Health Day will be celebrated on Thursday under the theme Our Planet, Our Health. Local entities are doing their part in the preservation of the environment, but they are calling on the members of the public to help make a difference. Details in this report from Beverly, Telesford.
Warmer temperatures over time are changing weather patterns and disrupting the usual balance of nature. This poses many risks to human beings and all other forms of life on Earth. Ahead of World Health Day, which focuses this year on the health of the planet, local stakeholders are appealing to Grenadians to join together in efforts to care for the environment. Myrna Julian, Communications Manager of Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, says the GSWMA plays its role in the preservation of the planet.
From our perspective, in terms of solid waste management, we think about our role as it relates to the provision of the services, the various services that we offer, and its contribution towards ensuring that in our small part of the globe, very small as we are, we do all that is necessary to ensure that we protect human health. And of course, on the global network, we do a little part in terms of the protection of the environment.
She says this year's theme requires them to focus on how what Grenadians are doing is affecting the planet and human health.
It tells us that we have to be aware. It is a period during which we have to do a lot of internalization, focusing on, what we are doing. Is it that what we are doing is really helping us as a country to meet our objectives? And that is for the protection of human health and all the benefits that are to be derived from the protection of human health and the environment in the Grenada context.
Humans impact the physical environment in many ways: overpopulation, pollution, burning fossil fuels, and deforestation. Changes like these have triggered climate change, soil erosion, poor air quality, and undrinkable water. Kenny James, Senior Environmental Officer with responsibility for vector control in the Ministry of Health, says there are many factors that can contribute to the deterioration of environmental health. James says humans have the most dominant influence on the health of the planet.
We have seen there are a lot of things in the environment that can cause that sort of deleterious effect. And that's what environmental health is all about, is managing, controlling, mitigating these factors. We have to bear in mind that we are embedded, and what is our planet? And we are embedded in it, we are immersed in it. So whatever we do, whatever activities we conduct can have an effect on our planet.
That was Beverly Telesford reporting. And now we take a look at what's been making a buzz on social media.
We present the news. You analyze the various topics and distill the issues as they unfold. Your distillation points matter as we're about to highlight them in our Social Buzz report.
GBN Social Buzz is reaching beyond the local platform to share with you what's trending on social media. We browse the World Wide Web and bring to you the topics inciting the most reaction and debate among users. Tonight's video comes from the St. Paul's Government Schools Reading with Pride, showcasing our lads' activity. reading. The activity was geared towards motivating boys to develop a greater love for reading. They showcased their reading abilities in news items, poems, and songs. Here's Zuriel Roberts reporting for SPGS News. That's what's buzzing tonight. We encourage you, our viewers and listeners, to submit your think pieces on trending topics locally, regionally, and internationally via our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Continue to share your thoughts and concerns with us on our social media platforms.
Still ahead, Woburn Methodist School walks away with top prize in the Grenada Food and Nutrition Primary Schools quiz. This is News at 7.
Your vehicle insurance should never break your bank. With Beacon, you can get up to 35% off your fully comprehensive car insurance and still get full protection from unexpected damages with free loss of use, windscreen cover, and special perils. When it comes to your insurance, always be sure you settle for more. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get a quote today.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Introducing Color by Sissons. 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 Color by Sissons.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA Online Store, where good food begins.
The Caribbean Coding Academy presents its Easter Hackathon. Get your boys and girls enrolled today. Be a part of a community impact project. Explore software solutions in areas such as agriculture, fishing, culture, and tourism. It's the Easter Hackathon, Monday, April 11th to Thursday, 14th. Judging will be done on Wednesday, April 20th. It's the Easter Hackathon put on by Caribbean Coding Academy. Enrollment $100. Call telephone number 456-1568 or 437-1568 or email caribbeancodingacademy@gmail.com.
A whole new level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, Because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Looking for a professional team offering around-the-clock, private and confidential nursing, medical care, and aid services? Then look no further. Nurses Care Grenada is a fully certified, insured, and licensed healthcare facility committed to the reduction and eventual elimination of healthcare disparities affecting the nation. Our registered nurses will visit you at your home, assess your condition, and provide the required treatment under the directive of a doctor. So why worry when there's Nurses Care Grenada? Give us a call, 406-3928. Nurses Care, reliable, trusted professionals we can all depend on.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pockets every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Holborn Methodist School is the winner of the 2022 Primary Schools Nutrition Quiz, which was held in Grenville, St. Andrew. It's the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council's way of educating people on healthy eating habits and helping students prepare for exit exams. Christina John tells us more.
Holborn Methodist School captured this year's primary nutrition quiz held on Monday in Grenville. They won with 100 points, defeating River Sally Government School in the sudden death tiebreaker round. River Sally Government settled for second with 95 points and Parkland Government School third with 5.5 points. Holborn Methodist walked away with a winner's trophy and individual prizes for each team member. Team members of second and third place schools also received individual prizes. Food and nutrition teacher of the winning school, Lois Mars Labrie, says although the students were not fully prepared, she said they took a shot and it all paid off.
Today's competition took a lot of effort, but nevertheless it was a sacrifice well worth it. Our students worked on weekends in order to prepare with the material, and I also encouraged them to be confident, and I think that really played off.
Participating student of the winning school, Anaya Phillips, says she was a little nervous at first. However, she says she was confident and looked forward to participating in next year's competition.
Instead of only looking at the PowerPoints Ms. Labrie posted for us, I looked at videos that really helped me. And I looked at one with a competition and how the students stayed confident. So I just used some of the tips to stay confident.
Students were quizzed in 5 rounds covering topics within their home economics curriculum, including nutrition terms, food groups and food sources, the importance of good nutrition, nutrients, their functions and deficiencies. All participants received certificates of participation. Kieron Edwards of River Sally Government was awarded a special prize for attaining the highest score in the pretest, which was completed in preparation for the final quiz. Prizes were also awarded to teachers of the top 3 schools. Competition for the secondary schools will take place at the zonal level beginning next Wednesday. Zone A will meet at the Produce Chemist Laboratory. Zone B meets at the St. George's Fish Market Conference Room, and the final on April 27th takes place at the Grenada Youth Center in Grand Dance. This year will feature a number of newcomers. The Grenada Boys Secondary School, J.W. Fletcher Catholic Secondary School, St. Mark's Secondary School, Wester Hall Secondary School, Boca Secondary, Grenville Secondary, St. George's Institute, Wesley College, and the defending champion, Bishop's College, are the 8 institutions that will be competing. Christelina John, GBN News.
Now it's time to take a look through the GBN ISAW lens.
A good eye catches all. GBN ISAW is brought to you by ClearVision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. ClearVision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ClearVision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Tonight's ISA comes from beneath the sea. As the 2022 Queen's Baton made its way around Grenada, it explored iconic landmarks, visited schools and communities, as well as highlighted projects that showcase Grenada and the UK's joint commitment to addressing climate change and the island's sustainable development goals. This included an epic dive to Grenada's underwater sculpture park, where the UK, through its Commonwealth Marine Economy Program, is working with local partners to help protect and preserve the island's ocean and marine environment. This amazing photograph was taken in the process. Breathtaking, isn't it? Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Stay with us. The weather is up next, and then we join Beverly Telesford for our probe around the globe.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
If there was ever a time to keep and stay healthy, it's now. We at Hills and Valley are here to help you take deliberate steps to maintain your health. We stayed true to maintaining the most comprehensive rates while stocking the widest range of medicines and health devices, including personal protective equipment. There are so many benefits shopping with us. You get great savings through discounts for senior citizens and reward cards for loyal customers. Ask about owning yours today. Visit us at Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George, Jubilee Street opposite the Grenville Bus Terminal, and at Hillsborough, Carriacou. Our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street also stocks the widest range of pharmaceuticals. We are with you on the hills and in the valleys. We are Hills and Valley Pharmacy.
Win the grand prize of $50,000 in the Digicel Prime Plus 50K jackpot, or you could grab second place of $15,000 or third place of $5,000 and loads of weekly prizes like cash, smartphones, hardware and grocery vouchers, and more. To enter, simply activate any Prime Plus bundle in the My Digicel app or dial *664 #. 1 day Prime Plus bundle equals 1 raffle entry. 3 day bundle equals 3 raffle entry. 7 day Prime Plus bundle equals 7 raffle entry. And a 30-day Prime Plus bundle equals 30 raffle entries, plus a bonus 20 extra entries. Over $100,000 in prizes to be won. Activate a Prime Plus bundle today. Digicel, better together.
Looking at tonight's weather, it's expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy and breezy with a few brief to widely scattered showers. Tonight's low will be 25 degrees Celsius with winds east-northeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. At sea, the waves are expected to be 3 to 5 feet in open waters, and the tide will be high at 7 o'clock p.m. and the low at 1 p.m. Looking ahead to the 3-day forecast, Thursday's sunrise and sunset will be at 6:01 and 6:19 respectively. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy and breezy with a few brief to widely scattered showers, becoming generally fair during the afternoon, becoming partly cloudy overnight with the isolated shower. Friday will see sunrise and sunset at 6:01 and 6:19 respectively. The weather is expected to be generally fair and breezy, becoming partly cloudy at times with a few brief showers mainly during the afternoon and night. Saturday will see sunrise and sunset at 6 o'clock and 6:19 respectively. The weather is expected to be generally fair and breezy, becoming partly cloudy at times with a few brief evening and nighttime showers. And that's tonight's weather forecast.
Good evening, sporting fans. Grenada will play top-tier football against the USA and El Salvador in League A, Group D of the CONCACAF Nations League 2nd edition. The CONCACAF Nations League draw, which encompasses CONCACAF's 41 member nations, took place in Miami on Monday. Grenada, ranked 25 in CONCACAF as of April 1st, 2022, is in the top league of the competition after finishing undefeated in League B in the 2019 CNL group stage. The USA is currently ranked at number 2 in CONCACAF, while El Salvador sits at number 9. The senior men's national team has been hard at work with a camp in January that saw the Spice Boys playing Major League Soccer outfits. Last month, the team traveled to the UFA region for the first time in history to play Gibraltar and Andorra. Shannon Dowling and Rose Diner are the men's and women's singles champions respectively in the Everell John Memorial Open Table Tennis Tournament staged last weekend. Details in this report.
In the final of the men's singles, Dowling defeated Jason Stanislaus in straight sets 11-6, 11-9, 11-4. He played undefeated in the 32 men's singles draw, winning all his matches in straight sets. In the semi-final, Dowling accounted for Junior St. John 11-3, 11-8, 11-4, while Stanislaus eliminated Shamal Williams 11-8, 11-3, 11-6. Rose Dina was equally impressive, winning the women's singles in straight sets over Alison Green 11-2, 11-6, 12-10. Raziel Frederick won his first table tennis title, the boys under-19 competition. He defeated Aquilon Ashton 11-9, 11-8, 8-11, 11-2. Annick Bonaparte beat arch-rival Dee Henry in straight sets 11-7, 11-6, 11-6 to win her fourth successive Girls Under-15 championship. Quincy Francis scored a major upset to win the boys Under-15 title. He produced a superb display to defeat Dwayne Newlands in 5 sets 11-5, 11-8, 5-11, 9-11, 5-11, 11-8. It was an action-packed 5-setter between the two 13-year-olds. Newland, who has won the last 3 Under-15 tournaments, battled from 2 sets down to force a decider. In a tense final game, Francis kept his composure, executing several well-placed strokes to emerge champion. The boys Under-13 was another thriller between the champion Shonda Straker and Xylon Lynch. It was a gripping and crowd-pleasing battle in the final 3 sets. Lynch impressively won the first and second sets 11-8, 11-4. However, Straker then mounted a magnificent comeback, winning the next 3 sets 11-6, 11-9, 11-6. The veterans final was captured by Trevor Lane, defeating Ray Roberts 13-11, 12-10, 12-10. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN Sports.
Bayleaf Blasters and Nutmeg Warriors were victors on the opening day of Season 2 of the Dream 11 Spice Isle T10 tournament on Tuesday. Bayleaf Blasters won the first match of the tournament with a clinical victory against Clove Challengers, comfortably chasing down 76 runs. Captain Devon Smith will be banking on his bowlers to produce another disciplined effort as they look to contain the explosive batting lineup for Nutmeg Warriors. Nutmeg Warriors are the defending champions and opened their tournament campaign with a 34-run victory against Saffron Strikers on the back of a fine innings by Shondal Regis, who finished with 55 not out. Nutmeg Warriors, led by Andrew Fletcher, put on 103 for 3 wickets before reducing Saffron Strikers to 69 all out. Meanwhile, defending champion Nutmeg Warriors sealed their second win of the Dream 11 Spice Isle T10 tournament on Wednesday, defeating Bayleaf Blasters. Kavem Hodge and skipper Devon Smith both scored 27 runs for the Blasters, which put on 94 runs against Warriors spin bowling led by Daryl Cyrus, who took 2 wickets for 14 runs. However, the total was not enough as the champions, led by an unbeaten half-century, 62 from 26 balls from captain Andrew Fletcher, made quick work of the chase to reach 96 for 1 wicket in just 7.4 overs. During the toss, Fletcher had noted the importance of winning matches as well as being clinical in the field.
Fielding can win your games, and we saw yesterday the run out with Kotoy kind of turned the game around. So as I always mention to the guys, we have to take our fielding as serious as possible. But I'm hoping that we step it up again today in all 3 aspects and come out with another win.
The Nutmeg Warriors skipper said it will be a contest to look forward to.
Yeah, it's T10 cricket. As I always mention, there isn't any warm-up balls and batters have to be ready. So it's a good quality team. We don't want to take them for granted, but we have to focus on our strength. And once we execute as well as possible, for sure we can. I don't see anything beating us.
And that's a look at your sports news. Stay tuned for regional and international news. This is your One Caribbean Media Hookup. I am your presenter, Beverly Telesford. The new session of the Demerara Assizes opened in Guyana on Tuesday, and its agenda will comprise trying a total of 352 cases. Among them, a whopping 174 sexual offenses. HGPTV Nightly News has the details.
Sexual offenses are prevalent, contribute to the largest number of cases listed for hearing.
That was Director of Public Prosecutions, Ms. Shalimar Ali Haq, Senior Counsel during her address on Tuesday at opening of the April Demerara Assizes 2022. Males are predominantly the accused in the case of the sexual offenses, which include carnal knowledge of a girl under 15, carnal knowledge of a girl under 12, robbery, rape, indecent assault of a male, sexual activity with a child, family member, sexual activity with a child by abusing a position of trust, sexual assault, and incest. 354 cases are listed for hearing at the April Demerara Assizes.
Of these 354 cases, 75 of those cases are for the offense of murder. Those persons are incarcerated. 174 of those cases are for sexual offenses.
75 offenses of murder, manslaughter, as well as sexual offenses, attempted murder, infliction of grievous bodily harm, drug trafficking, abduction, obtaining money by false pretense, conspiracy to commit a felony, robbery, under arms, conspiracy to commit murder, wrongful confinement for ransom, and accessory after the fact.
The Commonwealth of Dominica Maritime Administration has confirmed that a Dominica-flagged motor vessel, Asberg, has sunk after being attacked and damaged by Russian armed forces at the Ukrainian port city of Mariupol. The Asberg was believed to have been without cargo and at berth in Mariupol when it was initially hit by 2 missiles on Sunday, the Dominican Maritime Administration said. The crew reported that shelling, bombing, and repeated hits by missiles led to a fire in the engine room. One of the 12 crew members required medical treatment while the remaining crew was evacuated onto nearby vessels. The vessel arrived in Mariupol on February 23rd and was unable to leave after Russia's military took control of waterways around Ukraine when it invaded the following day. In a passionate address to the UN's most powerful body on Tuesday, after more grisly evidence emerged of civilian massacres in areas that Russian forces recently left, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has urged the UN Security Council to ensure its members adhere to the rules of international law or shut its doors. He has accused Russian troops of committing the most terrible war crimes since World War II. Let's hear more in this Al Jazeera report.
Ukraine's president addressed the Security Council on the heels of his visit to Bucha. Volodymyr Zelensky called for the United Nations to hold Russia accountable for war crimes, saying its credibility is at stake.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to shut down the UN? Do you believe that the times of international law have passed away? If your answer is no, then actions are needed now. Immediate actions are needed. The UN Charter must get its force back again immediately. The UN system must be reformed immediately so that the right of the veto will not become the right of death.
He told of horrors at the hands of Russian troops, including women being raped and killed in front of families, people in cars being run over by tanks, and he showed grisly images of dead bodies in civilian clothes laying in the streets. But Russia insisted the images were staged.
We are not shooting against civilian targets in order to save as many civilians as possible. Precisely why we're not advancing as fast as many expected. We're not acting like Americans and their allies in Iraq and Syria, razing entire cities to the ground. They have no pity for them, but we felt great pity because these people are close to us.
The United States called for Russia's removal from the Human Rights Council, which has begun a commission of inquiry in Ukraine.
Given the growing mountain of evidence, Russia should not have a position of authority in a body whose very purpose is to promote respect for human rights. Not only is this the height of hypocrisy, it is dangerous.
UN officials pointed to growing evidence of potential war crimes, primarily by Russia, and called for an independent investigation. Russia pointed to the United States and its refusal to take part in an investigation of its own soldiers in Afghanistan, and showed no signs of cooperating.
Moving now to the U.S., former U.S. President Barack Obama returned to the White House for the first time since leaving office in 2017 to hail the benefits of his signature health care law and bolster his friend, President Joe Biden. Reuters has the details.
Vice President Biden, Vice President.
Former President Barack Obama returned to the White House on Tuesday for the first time since leaving office in 2017 to tout the benefits of his signature health care law and bolster his friend and former governing partner, President Joe Biden. Obama offered broad praise of the Affordable Care Act, whose passage he described as a high point of his time in office.
If you can get millions of people health coverage and better protection, it is, to quote a famous American, a pretty big deal.
A reference to an off-color remark by then VP Biden picked up on a hot mic when the law was signed. Biden lauded Obama for his leadership on the health care law.
The Affordable Care Act has been called a lot of things.
but Obamacare is the most fitting.
Biden unveiled a measure to fix an element of the health care law known as the family glitch that left family members of those with access to employer-provided health plans ineligible for certain subsidies. The White House said the proposed adjustment to the Affordable Care Act would save hundreds of dollars a month for hundreds of thousands of families.
And that's your One Caribbean Media Hookup. I'm your presenter, Beverly Telesford.
And a recap of tonight's headlines. Grenada Union of Teachers reemphasizes the need for teachers' regularization. Outspoken lawyer Anthem Cowden echoes call for adequate facilities to house the high courts. Spice Mass returns in full, and census team deployed to Carriacou and Petit Martinique recalled. In regional news, 174 rape cases listed to be heard at Demerara Assizes. Internationally, Ukraine President Zelensky urges UN to act immediately to stop Russian attacks. And in sports, Grenada's opponents drawn for League A of the CONCACAF Nations League. That's the end of GBN Nightly News for Wednesday, April the 6th, 2022. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at GBN Television's Facebook page or on our YouTube channel for these stories and so much more. I'm Stasia Blake, and that's the news. We'll see you again. Good night.